What's going on, everybody? Yankees win. The Yankees win 3 in a row. My goodness, how good it feels to have a little winning streak going, especially since the Blue Jays lost too. Man, we looking it's looking okay, but I still got my concerns, man. The bullpen has to be fixed ASAP, and we'll get into that. But let's look at the standings real quick as I try to fix my camera. We're 2.5 games behind the Blue Jays, so we gained half a game. How's that possible? I don't know. But at least we're pulling away from the Rays, who are 4 games behind the Blue Jays. And look, we're right there. We're right in it, man. We're right in it. So shout out to the White Sox for coming through and beating the Blue Jays for us. That's what we need, because the Blue Jays got an easy schedule all the way up pretty much this whole month. They got an easy schedule. But let me say what's up to the chat real quick while I fix my camera. What is going on? Real Bill was good, man. Real Bill says victory. Yep, 3 in a row. Yeah, you got that right. I got back to back as I got back right as the game was ending. I said, hey to Max. Hey, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Ace. Ace says, cheer. My man Ace. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, man, what's up? And if he's in the building, I gotta get you a song. And if he for now, I don't want to play that. I was gonna play this one. Look, not that one though, man. Not that one. We'll get you another song. But yeah, let me see if my camera's working. It's like, all right. Hopefully it works. Yeah, don't forget, guys. The same things apply. You can look in the description and it has some commands where you could do some cool stuff like shoot me with some hearts if you're feeling like you like what you're watching, or you could just put a clown face on me if you think I'm a clown. Either way, it doesn't. Just make sure you like the video at least. At least do that. But anyway, Yankees win 9-6, right? Cam Schlittler makes his major league debut, and the kid looked really good. I have to say, his stuff is exceptional. I've never really seen him pitch, besides like a few highlights here and there. But he looks really good, guys, man. Like, he makes it look effortless. It's crazy when you see a pitcher throwing 98, 100, and it doesn't even look like they're really trying that hard. That's a good thing. That's a good sign right there. Yeah. Hey, Ace, for those things, you got to put the $sign. The exclamation point is only for stats. There's $sign for everything else. Yeah, Cam Schlittler, he finally got some MLB stats on his on there, 5.06 ERA. And look, I mean, we might as well get to it, right? The dude pitched great. He has 7 strikeouts. Why Boone took him out is beyond me. I felt like he should have just left him in there at that point. But nonetheless, he takes him on, brings in Jonathan Loaizaga. First pitch, freaking gives up a home run. One of those runs were charged to, was it the first pitch? I can't remember. Anyway, one of those runs went to Cam Schlittler. So that's how he got 3 earned runs on the day. But besides that, besides that one home run from Crawford, maybe he pitched really good. He pitched really good. Yeah, it was the first pitch, right? I don't, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, Ace, because I was watching it from my phone. I was in the batting cage. I was wondering, like, why is he taking him out? Why is he taking him out? I'm looking at the pitch count, and look, I get it. Maybe it's his first start, and he wanted to take him on a good note, but just let him get through the inning at least. At least let him get through the inning. He only threw 75 pitches. 52 of them were strikes. Like, what are we doing, man? This bullpen. If we have a starting pitcher who's pitching good, you let him go. You let him go. Okay, please. Because Loaizaga came in there. He gave up 3 earned runs, but it should have been 4 earned runs. It really should have. Because one of those got charged to Schlittler, and I felt like it was unfair. But that's the way they score these things. But Jazz Chisholm Jr. with 2 home runs. I mean, what can we say about Jazz? Jazz is a beast, man. Leave him at second. He looks like he's feeling himself. Let the man, like, he should never play third base again. Ever again, The big news before the game, obviously, DJ LeMahieu DFA'd. I mean, guys, we kind of seen this coming. Once Boone said, when he made the announcement that Jazz was gonna go back to second, once he said that whatchamacallit, then you got me with the clown face. Once he said that DJ LeMahieu isn't physically capable of playing third base, I knew it was over, bro. His days are numbered. How can you keep a guy on the team that's physically not able to play the only position that you have open for him? And I don't even think it's that he physically can't do it. I think he just didn't want to do it. I think he really, and I could be wrong, right? To me, though, personally, I think he was upset about it. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. We're trying to win here. We are trying to win. Especially right now, it's not time to play around. Another note, the lineup was the same for the first time, like, in forever, man. It was the same back-to-back days. And let me tell you, Jason Dominguez did not disappoint. Look, Boone, please, 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 please. If by any chance anybody who's in charge of making any kind of decisions over there, just leave it as it is. I don't care if it's a left-handed pitcher pitching or whatever. Dominguez is our leadoff. It's man, even Stevie Wonder could see that. Come on. My man went, what'd he do today? Dominguez went 3 for 4. An RBI, a walk. So he reached base 4 times. What more can you ask from your leadoff hitter? Like, the dude was barking at you like, leave me here. Don't move him. Please, for the love of God, just leave him at leadoff. My goodness, man. Let's stop playing around. It's ridiculous at this point. Goldschmidt had a big night. Goldschmidt went, well, he didn't have it. Yesterday was his big night. But he went 1 for 4. Chisholm had a big night, 2 for 4, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. Bellinger 2 for 4. Judge 1 for 3, 2 walks. Had a big double there. And Volpe 1 for 4, man. He should have had a double, but he got thrown out. And I'm not even blaming Volpe on that one because, you know, that ball off the wall, it was just a perfect bounce and the perfect throw. Like, you can't, you know, that's baseball. That play right there, that's baseball. And the first base coach, you know, was probably sending him anyway. So, not a knock against him. And then, you know, no surprise, Peraza 0 for 4. But my big takeaway from this game, right? My big takeaway from this game is we need bullpen help, and we need it fast. We need it very fast, guys. I'm not joking with you guys. Look, Johnny Loaizaga, me personally, I think he's hurt. Or something's wrong with him. He's just not. He's been getting hit hard. Luke Weaver looked good, right? Oh, Volpe stopped thinking it was a home run, though? Oh, man, I must have missed that. If that's the case, yeah, then that's no good, man. Especially Volpe. He cannot be making mistakes like that. Stuff like that cannot happen. Make sure you go follow my man NFE from the Strike Zone, too. And also Ace and everybody else who has a channel that's in the chat right now. Yeah, if he did that, no bueno. No bueno. Yeah, he was out by a mile. But there was a perfect bounce off the wall. Like, even if he didn't stop, I think he's getting thrown out most likely. Or at least it's gonna be close. Oh, you like the printing on my hat? Appreciate it, man. I try to switch it up. I have a whole bunch of hats. I just don't really wear them like that, but I'm trying to catch up to Ace. Ace got the crazy hat collection. Devin Williams looked good. You know, 2 strikeouts, 1-2-3 inning. His ERA is under 5 right now, 4.86. I mean, but look, Loaizaga really, man, he had me nervous. Like, he made it a ball game for a while. If Jazz Chisholm doesn't come through and get that second home run, it's tight, you know? It's tight. Yassine says Yankees always misplay the injuries. You talking about Mark Leiter Jr.? Let me catch up to the chat, man. Graham Highlander says, has Schlittler ever thrown more than 75 in a game? I'm not sure, but this is Major League debut. He'll be all right. I promise you. He'll be all right. I'm pretty sure he has. 75 is not a lot for a starting pitcher. And if he hasn't, well, now's the time to do it, man. You're in the big leagues now. Come on, guys. And I'm not saying make him throw 115. I just want him to get through that inning, right? He had that run on base. That was his runner. I'm sure if you ask him, he would have been like, yeah, I wanted to stay in. That was his game, man. He earned it. He earned it. I would have went out there and asked him, look, you want to come out or you want to try to get this next batter out? And I'm 99% sure he would have said, I want to try to get this next batter out. D-Train was good, man. Jacob Frederick, yo, what's on your face, bro? Oh, man, that's my nose, bro. Everybody's got one. Most people, anyway. Now, what you talking about? This one? I'll put the battle helmet. Yasin said, first time Yankees have the same lineup. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Just I don't know why it took so long, to be honest. I have no idea. Like I said, even Stevie Wonder could see that Dominguez is your leadoff hitter. He's the perfect leadoff hitter. My goodness, the dude's switch hitter. You don't have to play around with the lefty, righty, all that stuff. Just leave the top three as it is. Dominguez, Judge, Bellinger. That's it. Everything else, I don't really care, like, if he wants to play with that stuff. But Dominguez, Judge, Bellinger. Just leave it just like that. A says, when there's trouble, you call DW. Oh, my God. What a Darkwing Duck reference. Oh, man. You got to be old school. If you don't know who's Darkwing Duck, man, your childhood was not great. Let me tell you. Because Darkwing Duck, that was the go-to cartoon when you got home from school. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. Yankees need a good defensive third baseman. Yeah, and if he could bat anything better than Peraza, I'd take it in a heartbeat. Ace is doing the Darkwing Duck again. Yo, Darkwing Duck is legendary, man. Yasin said, what's up, Jacob Petruzzi? Boone is going to take Dominguez out of leadoff against a starting left-handed pitcher. He better not. Who's pitching tomorrow, matter of fact? Tomorrow, we have Brian Wu going up against Marcus Stroman. Not the greatest matchup, I'll be honest. Like, who are we kidding? Not the greatest matchup. Hopefully the offense can stay hot, because this is not the matchup you want. Hold on, let me put this away. Man, 277, okay, 8.72. I think the last time we faced them this year already, didn't we? I'm trying to remember. I think the last time we faced him, we beat him. Anyway, he's tough. All right. He's very tough. So yeah, man. Look, let's go for the sweep. Right now, man, every game is so important. And it seems like the Yankees are treating every game right now very, like, not like a must-win, but it's an important game. There's no punting. You've seen the lineups. There's none of that stuff, right? I do wonder where in the world is Ben Rice, right? I would expect him to play, especially versus right-handed pitching. I'm not sure why he's not playing. We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow, what the lineup's going to look like and everything. Or maybe they putting him on ice. Maybe they don't want to risk injury or something for a possible trade. Look, who knows, right? Who freaking knows at this point? But my man Ben Rice, man. I love Ben Rice. I'll be sad if they traded him. I'd be sad, but I'd understand also. You know, you really have nowhere to put him, nowhere to play him like that. So we'll see. Andrew, what's good, man? Andrew's a Dodgers fan, by the way, guys. So it's okay to pick on him a little bit, but he's also cool. And the Dodgers are also on a 6-game losing streak right now. Is it 6 game or 5 games, Andrew? You let me know. I'm sure you know. And you know what's the funny thing, though? Hold on, man. No. You know what? Matter of fact, nah, bro. We throwing shots right now. But out of love. Because Andrew was clowning the heck out of us, man, while we were losing all them games. Andrew, I'm calling you out. You was clowning us like crazy, and look at you now. See what happens, brother? You see what happens, man? That's why sometimes it's better just keep your mouth shut, man. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing at all. Just a little wisdom for you, right? Those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who are humble will be exalted. And right now, y'all being humbled, even though y'all still got a comfortable lead in the AL West. Yeah, they still. I think besides the NL Central and the AL East, every other division is pretty much like not a blowout, but like the first place team has a comfortable lead. We're the only ones that the AL East and the NL Central are the only tight divisions. The Brewers are knocking on the Cubs' door. They're being a pain in the ass. They don't want to give up. And obviously us and the Blue Jays, right? I want to join possibly this weekend, talk about the recap of the first half of the season and what to look for. Yeah, man. Whenever you're always welcome, man. Andrew talks a lot of crap, but he's a good guy, man. He's a good dude. DuckTales, then Darkwing Duck. Yeah. He says, Lou, life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Oh my. Oh, come on. Life is like a hurricane. Really, dude? That's what we're doing. Desiree, what's up, Desiree? Ace, man, you messed me up with that one, dude. 22 Cortez, Sears, 23 King Schmidt. I don't know. This is a lot of information, Jonathan. Lots of information. My brain can't compute. My brain can't compute right now. Graham says if Stroman does what he did last time, he pitch and our bats stay hot, we will be okay. Yeah, man, but I feel like he's due for a bad outing. The last outing he had versus the Mets, look, if he could keep us in the game, I'm happy with that. You know, give me 5-6 innings, 3 runs or less, and I'll consider it a success. You know. Jonathan says, "Ex Carmen San Diego." What are we doing? What's with all the puns today? No pun intended. What's with all the puns? You should know that I really don't care. That's Fat Joe. Let's keep it going. The Giants really got smoked by the Phillies. Oh, and they now know why the Sox traded Devers. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Who was it? He was supposed to take some lessons by some, but I forgot who it was, man. And he kind of stood him up and never showed up or something like that. Yeah, it is what it is. As long as the guy keeps raking, that's what they got him there for. But he's their problem now, so he's got to live with that. Yep. The Brew Crew. The Brewers are pretty good. The Brewers are not the same Brewers that we destroyed in the opening series this year. They've evolved to something else, man. They're really good. Graham says, Jason, remember never to look to you for positivity. What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about Marcus Stroman? Hey, man, I'm just a realist, man. I'm positive if you give me signs that it could be positive. But I'll be honest, man. Stroman, he worries me. I don't expect much. Let's put it that way. That's what I said. If he gives me 3 runs or less, 5 innings, I'll take it. Sign me up. Freddie Peralta is having himself quite a season. I don't think they trade him, man, right now. I mean, well, the Brewers, who knows what they're going to do, right? But they're in the mix, man. They're in the mix. So to trade him, it would have to be for something that's going to help them now, not next year. Definitely. The bullpen's giving me chest pain. I don't know how much longer I can take it. Where's my phone? Bro, I don't even know what I do with my phone. I'm going to have to come back. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, Freddie Peralta. Yeah, guys, man, I have a few trivia questions. They're pretty easy, man. I'm not going to throw that your way, man. We'll save that for another day. But the Yankees, man, look, we're not out of it. We are definitely not out of it. And the move they made today by DFA'ing DJ LeMahieu and everything, it sucks, right? I'm going to say, look, it's a good sign, right? Obviously not for DJ LeMahieu, but And you never want to see somebody lose their job or anything like that, especially DJ, man. DJ, he had a he's had a great career. His career ain't over. Somebody could pick him up, and maybe somebody will, because he has shown that he can still hit. Not like the old DJ, but he's not hitting for power or anything, but he could still do something with the bat. So it's messed up, but it's a good thing. The Yankees are showing that they're serious. They're showing that they're serious. Look, I'm not gonna say like that they're listening to the fans or anything, because if you ask them, they probably feel like they just came up with this great idea. You know what? Let's put Dominguez at leadoff and leave him there. We're so smart. And it's like, really, dude? We've been saying that for months now. Or maybe we should put Jazz back at second, right? No shit. Like, so I don't want to give him too much credit, but I really do think that they feel this, even though they're not gonna say it. They're not gonna say, like, they're gonna say every game, they treat it as the same. It's the same thing every day. Nothing to see here, right? But I think behind closed doors, they really have a sense of urgency. They felt the heat, man. They felt like, man, this season could be a wash really fast if they don't start making some tough decisions, man. And I don't think they're done. I think the trades are gonna come, hopefully sooner than later, because this bullpen, like Jake says, this bullpen is giving them chest pains. I don't know how much longer I could take it. That's what I said, Jake, yesterday, man. Look, remember I said, look, we can't score 10 runs every game. And today we almost did that again. So, we got the dub. But we're not going to be scoring 9 runs every game. We can't do that. Look at that. Even versus the Mets or even versus the Blue Jays, that one game, it was like 11-9. Bro, we was fighting. We were fighting, but the bullpen kept giving it up. We have no bullpen right now. Like, let's be honest. We have no bullpen. Outside of Devin Williams and maybe Luke Weaver, who looked much better today, right? Had 3 strikeouts, 1.2. He gave us a 1.2 innings pitched, right? 1 2/3. I don't know. I can't think today. But besides that, man, Loaizaga does not look good. He hasn't looked good for quite some time now. Mark Leiter Jr. is not there no more. Tim Hill's been a bright spot as of late, but look, I don't want to put too much faith in him either. Yeah, besides that, the Mariners hit a lot of home runs. The Mariners are not as bad offensively as they were last year, anything like that, but they're still not the greatest lineup. Like, let's be honest, man. We face a tough lineup. The outcome might be a little different. We can't give up these home runs. Like, we can't. We need a bullpen. Look, we can't have a bullpen that's going to be throwing away and blowing up stars. Look, for a second there, man, Schlittler had a great outing. And then when Loaizaga came in and immediately gave up that home run, it was like, oh my God, dude, are we doing this again? That's not gonna look. You can't sustain this bullpen. This bullpen is not gonna rock in the playoffs, man. It's just not. In the playoffs, man, a bullpen like this is gonna be exposed badly. So Cashman has to get the bullpen. He got to fix the bullpen. It has to be addressed. Yasin says the Brewers traded Josh Hader when they were winning their division at the trade deadline. No, you're right. Who's the other starter they have? The young kid, Jacob. What's his name? Jacob something. I can't remember his name. He's a beast, bro. So maybe they will trade Peralta because they got an ace. I can't remember his name. Let me look it up. He's pretty good. There it is. He's really good, man, actually. I don't know how the Brewers, they keep doing it, man. They find a way. They're like the Tampa Bay Rays, man. They just find a way to produce young studs. Great players, and kudos to them. I'd like a guy like this dude or Freddie Peralta or something, man. I don't know how they do it in the Yankees. I get it, but the Brewers have been winning as of late, so I don't think they draft as high as teams like the Pirates or the Orioles when they were tanking. So How they developing these young guys is beyond me, man. But the Yankees need to really take note. And we got a lot of money. Why don't we just get whoever's running their stuff? Why don't we just bribe them to come to our organization, right? The Yankees, that's what they need to start doing, man. They definitely need to start doing that. Graham says, Jake, what did you expect Cash to say? He isn't going to tell you what he is planning, and he probably doesn't know if the players will be available. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link here in a second. I want to listen to Boone and then Jazz, and then we'll drop the link. Nathan says, what's up, Nathan? Yankees was in a trade discussion with the San Diego Padres. Dylan Cease, Robert Suarez, and Jake Cronenworth for Spencer Jones, Ben Rice, and Trent Grisham, but Yankees said no, which was smart. I'll pass, man. Dylan Cease, first of all, he's a rental, right? If I'm not mistaken. And he hasn't been great himself. Yeah, I'm good. Not for Spencer Jones or Ben Rice. They could have took Grisham back, but not Spencer Jones or Ben Rice. Hell no. You know what? Let's play. I'm gonna play Boone for a second. You know what? No, let's listen to Jazz. We'll listen to Jazz first. Where is it? Okay.
How did it feel to bring the home run derby to the Bronx?
I mean, it felt great. You know, it felt pretty good swinging the bat today. Barreled up a couple balls yesterday that I thought was going to get out, but they got out today, so I'm pretty happy.
That second at bat, you had a great take on a sweeper inside. How locked in are you?
I feel pretty locked in right now. I feel like every ball that comes out of hand, I see it pretty well.
And what about the debut of Cam Schlittler? What did you think of him tonight?
Oh, he did a great job tonight, man. He went out there. I know it's tough to debut in the Bronx and for the Yankees, but he went out there and he held his own tonight. We're proud of him.
Jazz, this is the team's third win in a row. Do you think things are starting to turn for you all?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Every day that we go out there to play baseball, I expect us to be a great team out there. So for me right now, I feel like it's just the beginning of what we got started on this hot streak.
Jazz, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Cam Schlittler did his thing today. The dude, he's definitely everything that all the hype built around him. He's definitely everything we expected, right? Obviously, it's just one start. We'll see. And as the league starts seeing him more, maybe they figure some things out, and he'll have to make his adjustments. But he looked really good. I'd be interested to hear what Garrett Cole has to say. You notice that in the first inning they showed all 5 starters, right? It was Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Max Fried, I think Yarbrough's with him, Clark Schmidt. They were all leaned up against the little railing on the dugout, watching him. So he's in good company, man. Especially with a guy like Garrett Cole, he could learn a lot. He kind of looks like a young Garrett Cole a little bit. Reminds me of him. So, man, that's good news, man. That's good because we're going to hopefully, look, you know, if he could be the 4th, 5th starter, if he could produce like that, it takes a lot of pressure off this Yankees team, man. We don't have to rely on a guy like Stroman, you know, or Will Warren and stuff like that. Even though I think Will Warren, he'll be all right, but I don't trust him in big games and stuff. We'll get Luis Hill soon. And if we could get a starter, we get the starter. But we don't have to overpay, right? I think the biggest need for this team right now, to me, and I know a lot of you guys probably disagree, is that bullpen, man. I can't live with that bullpen. I'm telling you, I don't feel comfortable. I'm pretty sure Cashman doesn't. I'm pretty sure Boone doesn't. And then the way Boone manages the bullpen too doesn't help either. So they got to figure that one out. Cam is ready. Yeah, Cam looked good today, man. We need a higher end starter and 2 bullpen arms to get them. We will have to give up pieces to get that. I know. Yeah, that's the thing, man. What are you willing to give up? Aiden Davila says Dominguez interview was good. Really? You know what? We could pull that up somewhere. Let me see if I could get that for you. I'll get it for you. Give me 1 second. 1 segundo. I got too much windows open. Yeah, Dominguez, man, he's the leadoff hitter, man. Like, stop playing around. Just leave him at leadoff. No more joking around. What is happening? All right, let's see if this works. Nope, not working. What did I do wrong here? You know what? I could just play it over here. Let's just do that. I'll just play it here.
With you lately at the plate?
I mean, lately I've been feeling pretty good at the plate. I think all the work that I'm putting is coming off.
What did you think about Cam Schlittler?
I know it's a language barrier, but you can tell the reporter was expecting more, right? He said, how have you been feeling at the plate? He said, lately I've been feeling good at the plate. And that's it. He was like, okay, next question.
There's debut today.
Yo, look at his cut, though. I like his haircut. You see how he got the part on the side of his head right here going straight into the eyebrow? That's pretty sick. I like that.
Oh, he was nasty today. I was impressed because I remember he go up.
Oh, I can't play that. Nope. They're listening to music in the background, and I'll get copyright if I play this. So that's enough of you, Dominguez, my friend, homeboy. No more of that. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and drop this link real quick. But first, let me prepare everything over here. Okay, start virtual camera. All right. I am going to drop this link, but give me a second, guys. I gotta make sure because the way I do it is it's crazy. It's a little crazy. It's a little bit crazy. Okay. All right, if you want to join, I'm gonna drop the link here. Go ahead and we'll talk about it, man. That's the link there. I'm gonna pin it to the comments, to the chat. Yep. There we go. Who else we got here? Nathan, I know Ken likes him. I can see the Reds giving him up. And I'd personally rather have a proven starting arm for the postseason. You sure he maybe didn't comb his hair properly? No, that's the style, I guess, nowadays. I personally wouldn't do it. I'm too bald, man. I'm too old for that stuff. But I think it's pretty cool to have a part right there like that going all the way into the eyebrows. I mean, it's crazy, right? Just last year, the Yankees would have never allowed that. So I mean, again, with the times. Rob Saxon says, I wonder if Cam was just a showcase for a trade. Old Yankee move. Also sad they're probably going to trade Rice. It's kind of looking like that, right? With Ben Rice. He hasn't been in the lineup in a few days now. It's kind of looking that way. And it's sad, man. I really like Ben Rice, but the thing is, man, he has no position, dude. He has no position, and it's tough. And he's a big trade piece. I'm sure a lot of teams would love to get him because he can hit. He can hit. And the analytics love Ben Rice. Let me tell you, man. You pull up his Savant page, it is just nothing but red. So wait until the league gets data on him, then we can pass judgment. Oh, you talking about Cam? Yeah, I know. But still, though, just the simple fact that you got to understand the simple fact that he was able to, on his major league debut, given the gravity of the situation, knowing, I'm sure he knows that the team is hurting. He knows everything about Clark Schmidt. He knows that a lot is riding on this. We knew that the Blue Jays were losing the game, and lost the game pretty much, like even before the start, I believe. So he got that in the back of my mind. I know they say they don't pay attention to that, but I promise you they noticed that. They're like, okay, we can win and get a game closer to first place again. And it's his first big league start. Come on, dude. You're always going to feel nervous about that, man. It's just the way it is. And he went out there and shoved. I like the kid, man. He looks good. Let me welcome Donnie Clark, man. What's up, Donnie?
Good, sir.
Chilling, man. So what do you think about tonight's game?
Advertising.
What you said?
Advertising Cam. They're advertising him.
You think they're advertising him?
Yep.
Why would they do that, man?
Well, think about it this way. Peraza's now DJ got DFA. Now they put Peraza in more too. Peraza has no options. Maybe they're trying to package Peraza and Cam for somebody.
Yeah, but who though? That's what I'm saying. Like Peraza, it would have to be for like another starter. Right now, the Yankees need a starter too. You know?
Edward Cabrera.
Oh yeah, for a big package to the Marlins, yeah. And if they are doing that, then he just made his value go up today.
Well, you remember Rachel Kolovic? She was part of our organization with Cam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So she knows our farm system. So the only thing, if she asked for Spencer Jones, I don't know. My untouchables, we've been through this before, Jason. We know. My untouchables are Lombard Jr., Jason Dominguez, and Spencer Jones.
Yeah, I feel you, Ben. You know what? Now that I've seen Cam Schlittler up here, I like to see more of him. I'm gonna be honest. The kid looks good. Like I said earlier, when you got a guy who's throwing 98, 100, we don't have too many of those guys. First of all, with ease, because it's not like you see some guys they throwing that hard, but you can tell they're giving max effort. This guy, he looks like he's not even giving 100%, Donnie. Like I feel like he could dial it up to 102 if he needed to. You know, he looked really good. He did. It's gonna be tough, man. Would you make that?
And he only had like 75 pitches too, right? I thought he could go one more inning.
That's what I'm saying. Why they take him out of 75? Like he should have at least finished the inning. You know, just let him finish the inning, or at least get the next batter. Let him get himself out of the trouble, and that's it. But why did they cut him off at 75? I feel like that was their limit. And you're right. It could be because there was just a showcase. You know, it was just a showcase, just to show whatever teams are interested, you know, what he can do at the big league level. Damn, you messed up. You blew my mind there, Donnie. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why did the Yankees bring out Spencer Jones so fast? Are they trying to advertise Spencer Jones too?
Yeah, and well, he was dominating AA. You got to put him up. When a player's done all they could do at a certain level in the minor leagues, you have to bring him up. They can't develop, you know. You can't leave them there where they just dominating. You got to bring them up to the next level to see if they can do it there and learn, you know. Nita says,
sorry, Jay, I interrupted you. You keep going. Sorry.
No, I was going to read a comment. Nita says he was nasty today. I was impressed. Jason Dominguez talks about what he saw in Cam Schlittler. Yeah, all of them were talking about Cam Schlittler. They all liked him. Yep. He got a standing O.
My thing is, Jay, why did they pull Pereira and Brian De La Cruz out? Like AAA.
Oh, all right. So Jake said, right, the word is that Pereira wasn't feeling well or something like that. Both of them weren't feeling well, so they pulled them out 2 days in a row.
So were they
that could be no, they ain't have no COVID.
Right.
That it could be BS, right? It could be BS. Right. I've heard. Man, I've seen so many phantom ILs in my days.
Right.
That
right. Maybe they're trying to trade them, right? Maybe they pulled.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. But who knows, right? Who knows if a trade is going to be made, right? And I think it's going to happen sooner than later. But I'm sure teams they trying to fill it out. And other teams, nobody really wants to make a move because they're waiting on certain teams to officially declare, like, okay, we're selling. Oh, this is available. Nobody really knows what's available and not, because a lot of these teams that have these players that supposedly are gonna get traded are still in it. You know, like they're still in it. So who knows, man? And
well, I think Ryan McMahon and Bird be a good pickup for us from Colorado. Colorado's obviously on it.
Yeah, I take it. You know, I'm desperate right now, man. I need bullpen arms, man. I'm telling you, I need bullpen arms. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick. My cousin Bam Bam. What's up, Bam Bam? Graham says there are no untouchables. Everybody's on the table. That's what I say that too. Me personally, everybody's on the table. For the right player, everybody's tradable. Or for the right players, everybody's tradable. Nita says the AAV on Devin Booker's extension. You talk. You talking NBA right now, man. Fama says, let's go Yankees. Cabrera won't need Rice to get. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's pretty expensive. And he wouldn't touch Alcantara with the large pole, with the 10-foot pole. Damn.
So he talked about trading for Cabrera, but he don't want to give up like Rice.
I think that Rice is that's too much for Cabrera. That's what I think.
For Edward Cabrera.
Yeah.
I would start with Rice.
It would have to be a multiplayer thing,
Right.
Yeah, it can't just be 1-for-1. Like it's like
No.
Yeah, I'm not doing
No, I would
that.
start with Rice though. Brock Salvage, Rice.
Let me pull this guy up. Did it pull up? Did I spell it right? I probably spelled it wrong. I think it's two R's.
That's how you doing, sir?
I can't spell. Forget it. I give up. Rob Saxon says Rice can still be the left-handed backup DH. You're right, but we just saw 2 righties in a row, and he didn't play. I don't know why, man. I really don't. Like, I wonder. You know what? I have the post-game press conference. Oh, look at Nitin right there. My bad, Nitin.
And that's what I said. I told him. I said,
let me bring Nitin. You should have said something, Donnie.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I thought you brought him up. Sorry.
What's up, Donnie? What's up, Jason? How you guys doing?
Sorry.
I'm good. What's up,
I thought Jason already knew you were coming up.
Oh, okay. How you guys doing? Good?
As soon as he came on, I saluted him. I thought you were pulling him up right off.
No, I'm not even looking. I'm doing so many stuff at once that is hard.
No, that Jason, the thing I brought up just now, the ABV of Devin Booker's contract is more than 2025 Marlins. What do you call it?
Yeah, then the whole payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not shocking, man, because they don't spend. They don't make enough money to spend money.
No.
I mean, they make money, but not like other teams. That stadium, every time I watch a game there, it looks empty. Unless the Yankees are in town or something, it really looks empty.
Yeah.
Demon D, what's up, man? Demon D salutes.
What's up, the chat? What's up, chat?
Yeah. So how you been, man? What you got going on?
We've been busy, man. Getting ready for the Rock Riggio baseball camp.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a baseball camp at Rock Riggio, the Yankees prospect. Getting ready for that, and a lot of things happening with events and covering games and everything. And I'm happy for Cam, man. We covered Cam when he was at Somerset, and what a great guy, great young guy, great young talent. And I agree. I can see where Donnie's coming from with the showcase.
One more in, and
I'm gonna put this up real quick so that everybody can see that. You want to talk to plug that real quick, Nathan? The Rock.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, man. You can't see it on your side, but I put the
I'm on
the
my
flyer
phone.
up.
That's why.
Yeah, I got the Rock Riggio baseball camp flyer up, July 29th.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so July 29th in Paramus, New Jersey. Hopefully it's a good turnout with the kids, and he's going to be teaching some stuff for the kids. So looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for putting that up, Jason.
No problem, man.
But yeah, so Don, I think going to your point when it comes to showcasing, I mean that could be a real possibility. But I really like Cam, and I think he deserves another start with the Yankees, which will not be till 15 days because he's not going to pitch until after the All-Star break. So he's going to have a 15-day layoff of pitching. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. I think if the package entices the Yankees, maybe Cashman pull the trigger to add Cam into a deal. But as of now, like Jason, I would love to keep him and see him for another start because Cam is he has electric stuff, man. This guy showed it tonight, and obviously he gave up the home run, but after that he looked pretty good and dominant. And and doesn't he look like a mini Garrett Cole?
He does. He looks like a young Garrett Cole.
Or like 6'6" to 7, right?
He's 6'5", I think.
6'5", yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be. I like he's poised on the mound. He's ready for the bright lights, and I like what he saw from him. So it's gonna be interesting. And Jason, I already brought up they were in trade discussion with the Padres, but the Yankees said no. real quick. So I'm happy that they said no to that.
For what? For Dylan Cease?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Dylan Cease, Cronenworth,
Yeah,
Robert
it's-
Suarez.
Cronenworth and Suarez, right?
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not giving them. What was it? Spencer Jones,
Spencer Jones,
Spencer
number
Jones,
one.
Ben Wright,
yeah,
and then
no.
Trent Grisham. I mean, I would love to give Grisham back to the Padres, but the other two, no. It has to be a better package in order to give up both of them.
I think it was Spencer Jones and Arias and other ones I think
Graham
talking about.
I was gonna mention this too. Rock Ridger has been in a lot of trade rumors recently.
Rock Ridger?
I've been hearing his name a lot. And Graham brings up a good point. He says Riggio is a prime candidate the Marlins would love. And I think I agree with that, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Imagine if he gets traded and before. I mean, obviously he's going to get. If he does get traded, it's going to happen before the camp, obviously. So that means. I mean, I don't know if he can. I don't know. It's possible he can still do the camp, but I mean, if the Yankees are seriously considering trading him, I mean, let's see what happens. I don't know. Marlins are the prime team for him. Is that what Graham?
No, he said that the Marlins will love a player like Rock Ridger, and any team will love a guy like Rock Ridger. He's a stud, man. He's gonna be good.
Oh, he's a great young player, man. He's gonna be a good second baseman in the majors.
And listen, I told Jason, sorry to interrupt you, but Rachel Kovacek was part of our organization with Kim. She knows our prospects. She knows all our prospects.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's what I'm saying. So she knows these players well. And I'm pretty sure she has the scouting report, and she knows like, hey, get this guy. LB says one of Rice or Jones is getting traded. I believe it will be Ben Rice. Jones
it would be Ben Rice.
Jones is going to give him flexibility next year since he plays center field, left field, right field, and first base.
First base.
Yep.
You could put Bellinger at first base.
Yeah.
Bellinger. Yep.
Or keep him at center field. I mean, you could do it any way, either way. I agree.
I put Spencer at center field if that comes down to it.
That's what I think I said that yesterday, right? Yeah, that either Ben Rice or Spencer Jones is probably going to get traded, No,
Spencer goes center field. I don't think Spencer's going anywhere.
Yeah. Andrew, you can join, man. The link is pinned to the chat.
But I could be wrong though, Jason. We never know, right?
I mean, I know I'm kind of changing the subject though, real quick though. But yeah, I just like what all goes on in these baseball camps? Like, is it like
Yeah, so it's like I know your son plays baseball, but so at these baseball camps, we did a camp like for example, football camps. We did a football camp with Tommy DeVito 2 weeks ago for the kids, and they just go over. They do different stations and do drills for the kids, and they do rotate and teaching different types of agility moves for the football, and that's what's going to happen in a baseball camp where Rock will teach these young kids how to play the game.
Fundamentals, right?
Is there an age limit? Can I sign up, Nathan? Can me, a 40-year-old man, I can't.
Only for the kids. Only for the kids. Wait, Jason, are you a kid? Are you a kid still? No,
in my mind, I can't. I went to the batting cage and I tried to.
Yo, if you were in New Jersey, man, you would have signed up your son.
Yeah, I would have definitely, man. Yeah, we've been to stuff like that, but I was just curious because, but it's nice just to see a professional baseball player and to get tips from a professional baseball player. I don't know if he's going to do it himself or he's going to have other people with them.
No, it's just going to be him, and then we're going to have some coaches there with him, and then the kids. But I mean, obviously it could be still up in the air since he's mentioned in trade rumors. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we got to see about
Jason, that. My son's a football star, man. He's all-star this year.
Oh yeah,
here in Vermont.
Who? Your son?
My son is Vermont all-star.
Nice. Oh
yeah,
wow.
Football. He plays he just running back, and he does like defensive end and stuff like that.
How old?
He's gonna be 18. Well, he played. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be 18 December.
Oh, so he got recruited.
High school. He's in high school right now. He's still playing football.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Is he talking? Are you going through the whole recruitment process and everything?
Well, he's a D1 team when he plays for us. So I
told
him what he wants to do.
No, that's what I'm saying. But he's in high school. Is he
right?
Is he getting offers like from universities?
I told him go wherever college he wants to because with our GI Bill, remember, from the
Yeah.
military, he can go any college he wants with our GI Bill as well.
No, man, you
Is
got to
it
try to get
quarterback?
a scholarship.
What position?
Oh, he plays sorry, Nathan. Sorry, he plays running back, fullback, and he plays
Oh.
defensive end.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
Wow, that's awesome.
Graham says, in fact, I do. He said he'd do the trade from the Marlins for Cabrera and still go looking at Keller from the Pirates.
I see the bullpen guy
from
too.
From the D-backs.
Enriquez, his name is.
Who's that?
The bullpen guy from the Marlins.
I'm not familiar with a lot of them like that. I know Cabrera,
Edward Cabrera we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a starter. Edward Cabrera starter.
But you know what? If you can make a big trade, right? I think it's better to do a multiplayer trade or even a 3-team trade, just one big trade and get it done. Because we don't have too much trade capital. I feel like you get more done like that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, remember Cashman did that with the White Sox. Remember we got Frazier, we got Canely. I mean, he did a big trade.
Yeah. I think sometimes you get more than that instead of trading like 1-for-1 here or
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
That's what I think. DJ37 says, how about our Yankees? Now it's time to get rid of Cashman and Boone, man. That is not gonna happen, dude. And if it was to happen, it'll be in the off season. This is my opinion, right? I'm not gonna talk for anybody. I think it will be in the off season, and a lot will have to go wrong. Like, I mean, this team will have to literally fall to last place.
Not make the playoffs. We don't make the playoffs.
Even worse than that, man. Like, I think it will have to get really bad for something like that to happen. Graham Islander says he wants Joan Duran and Griffin Jacks. Everybody wants Duran.
Oh,
Jared from the Red Sox?
No,
from the Red Sox?
No, Duran from the Twins.
Oh, Twins.
Yeah. The other Duran. The other Duran.
And then everybody wants Willie Castro too.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be good though, I think, Nathan.
Willie Castro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where there, Andrew? Andrew, you gonna join? Andrew's lying. He's a Dodgers fan. You know what's funny, Nathan? He when we were losing, like we went the 6-game losing streak. Every time I came on, he was just messing with me.
Now the Dodgers on a 6-game losing streak.
Exactly. I said, look at that, right? That's why you got to keep your mouth shut sometimes.
Wow.
Karma, man.
Yeah, I think Tyler Glasnow made his season debut yesterday.
Yeah.
Today?
Oh yeah.
Was it today?
No.
I don't know. I wonder how he do. Andrew, let me know how he did. Obviously not good because they lost. Yeah, man. So those of you don't know Nathan, man, he does a lot of PR media, man, for everybody. For Jabba Chamberlain, if you're a Yankee fan, you got to know who I'm talking about. They have a podcast called Jabba in the Mouth. It's really good, actually. I was watching it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yesterday, I think. And they were talking about the whole Yankee situation and stuff. And then it's good to hear from somebody who been there, who knows knows them, you know? He knows them. Yeah, it was good stuff, man. And they got a good cast, man. Some crazy dudes, man. But it's fun. It's entertaining. They got a bunch of different. It goes together well. It's a good man. I'm gonna put up the link in a second, man. You guys go ahead and talk. I'll find the link and put it up.
And our media with Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
Go on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm also the PR manager for the Jabba and the Mouth show, so I help them out too. And follow us for at our media and Nathan Sports Rush. We do a lot of events for athletes. We book a lot of stuff for athletes.
Mm-hmm.
We do a lot of venues and everything. We pretty much do everything in the industry. So
yeah, you have your own channel too, right, Nathan?
Yeah.
Are you active on it?
Yeah, I post a lot of stuff on there, and I do interviews too myself on the show. So
I mean, yeah, you got to start plugging your stuff, man. Whenever you in the chat, man, just put it in there, and I'll find it and I'll add it to the thing. So every time you come in, it shows up.
Yeah, so tomorrow's our Job in the Mouth show tomorrow too.
Okay.
On live at 7:30, and we have 2 guests coming on tomorrow. So
yeah. Well, what else you got? Any autograph signings and stuff? I know you do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. So it's still working on those and some events coming up too. So stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Nathan had you had Allen Iverson. I was like, man, if I was in the tri-state, I would have been there, Nathan. Because AI, man, that's my guy, man. That's
What do you mean practice? It's just
Yep.
practice, man.
yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, the Yankees look 3 game winning streak.
Let's go.
Like,
Keep it going. Let's go.
the offense is heating up, which is a good thing. We're gonna obviously we're facing Brian Wu tomorrow. He's always tough. But the last time we faced him, I'm if my memory serves me correctly, we hit him. We won that game, didn't we? So he's not. Look, he's really good, but I expect the Yankees to.
Jason,
hit
what
him,
about
man.
a Stroman trade during the trade deadline? I think it could happen.
I mean, that's probably why they keep throwing him out there. They're probably they're hoping that he can pitch well and maybe gain some interest from some teams. But the thing with Stroman is that he's not even willing to go to the bullpen. A lot of I'm not because I like Stroman. I think he's not as bad as the media and certain people make him out to be. But a lot of teams don't want to deal with big I'm not gonna say attitudes or big egos. Like big personalities. You know what I mean? Nothing like some teams might not want to deal with that.
Yeah, so Stroman, I don't know. I think I think there's a chance that he gets traded at the deadline if they're looking for another starter. I think you can add him to that, like some kind of package like that. So, plus it doesn't hurt to have enough more starters. So, because if someone goes down, you have other reinforcements. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he does. It would be interesting to see how he does tomorrow.
Maybe
Because,
maybe nothing to trade for Cardinals. Remember for the Arenado when they were talking about Stroman Arenado trade? Maybe Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't want. The problem with Arenado is I don't want to be stuck with another big contract.
Yeah,
That's the thing, and I'd rather have Brennan Donovan at that point.
But that's the thing; they're not trading
they're
Donovan.
not
Like,
giving
we
him
talked
up,
about that.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to trade him.
But I honestly, I think I'd rather have even McMahon because everybody's scared of McMahon's
That's what I'm saying,
contract. Obviously, he doesn't hit as well as
Arenado.
Arenado, but
Arenado.
look, man, he's $10 million cheaper, a year.
And plus, if you get a guy like Jake Bird in there,
Jake Bird there, that's what I said. Put him part of there, and Ryan McMahon with that short porch, man, he might tee off left-handed.
It'd be crazy, right?
How about Donnie and Jason? But what about this? How about we call the Kansas City Royals? How about that third baseman Garcia and Seth Lugo?
Wow, Lugo's he's a veteran.
Yeah.
He's a veteran.
I take that, man, because I like Seth Lugo. That's a game changer. That moves the needle immediately. To me, that makes
And
us
Vargas, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That makes it, and Garcia's doing pretty good.
Garcia,
really good.
He's hitting 300 right now.
Yeah.
Thing, what I would do? I'd be like, hey, you want Spencer Jones to Kansas City? Give me Bobby Witt Jr. Give me Bobby Witt Jr. right now. You want Spencer Jones? You want Lombard?
Imagine Bobby Witt Jr.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Starts it off right there.
Dude, for Bobby Witt Jr., I'd drive all the way to New York, pick up Volpe, and drive him to Kansas City.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'll give you Volpe. I'll give you Dominguez.
I'd drive him over there myself.
You give me Bobby Witt Jr.
We'll do 1-for-1 swap.
Yeah.
For Bobby Witt Jr. for Volpe.
Is Garcia even available? I've heard the rumors about Seth Lugo. I have not heard anything about Garcia.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything, but maybe if the Yankees decide to add Spencer, would you guys add Spencer Jones into that type of package?
I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
Alcantara package.
Maybe
Alcantara package.
How about George Lombard? Huh?
Maybe Alcantara package. Spencer might be on like that kind of plane.
More than Seth Lugo?
No. More Alcantara. He's got years of control.
Wait, who?
Yeah, but he got a 7 ERA. I don't care.
Sandy, I don't want Sandy.
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't look if he's part of a larger package.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Then maybe, and they could work with him maybe, but no, like it has to be other pitchers in there and other players like.
What about Bender? Bednar, not Bednar, but Bender and Alcantara, and what about Stowers?
Stowers is good, man. I like Stowers. But where will you play him? Who you giving up? I think I don't think it's gonna be that crazy, man. I think If they do make a move for Alcantara, I don't think that's the Yankees' first option. I think it'll be like something where they just like, look, if you want to get this trade done,
I like the Abbott guy with the Reds.
yeah, I think that's a better option to go to. But the Reds are not far in. And look, let me see where they're at in a second. Hold
But
on.
that Lugo, man, that's a game changer along with Garcia.
Yeah,
And he's proven
that
He's proven in
immediately.
the postseason. Lugo's proven in the postseason.
If they could pull off something like that, that immediately makes the Yankees the best team in the American League. And they it'll make what Boone said true. You're the best team.
And then we can get bullpen help. Maybe we can get bullpen help in that same trade also. But and then another team,
the Reds are done.
possibly. Yeah, Cleveland Guardians could be a possibility, but I don't know.
I would like a Class A trade, but I don't see him and Mason Milligan trade.
No, I don't know about Class A, man, because I know they said like he was overworked in the playoffs and stuff, but he flopped, man, in the playoffs big time. You know, I wouldn't mind it though. I guess if like I said, it would have to be somebody else included, a Jose Ramirez. Imagine that, or Stephen Kwan.
Jose.
Stephen Kwan or something like that. That right there moves the needle, you know.
And then along with Class A and another bullpen guy, there you go. That's your trade right there. That's your dream. That's your dream scenario right there.
But that's never gonna happen.
I said my trade was Mitch Keller from the Pirates,
Hunter Gaddis,
Ben Nar, and Brian Hayes.
Yeah. But the Brian Hayes got a lot of money tied to him, and that's why I think the Yankees want to avoid. Rob Saxon says Spencer, Lombard, Volpe, 2 pitching prospects, and more. I'll take Witt, Garcia, and Lugo. They would never trade Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, they never trade Bobby Witt.
Ever. And that package that would never do it. You got to throw in more. Witt alone, man. Bobby Witt Jr. He's a generational talent, man. The dude is the Kansas City Royals. They make so much money off of him alone.
Yeah.
For them to trade him for a whole bunch of guys who's not even proven, that'd be crazy. He's a MVP runner-up. The only reason Bobby Witt Jr. doesn't have an MVP is because Aaron Judge happens to play
every
in the same
year.
league.
Yep.
That's it. Not this year though. He's nowhere near Judge this year. But
no. But usually every year he's in contention.
Yeah.
I think Cal Raleigh has something to say.
Yeah.
I think he'll get some votes, but he's not even close either.
No, I think Aaron Judge will get it.
Yeah, his hands down. It's not even close. I think they try to make it like that, like the big like Cal Raleigh versus, just to make it interesting and to it's like clickbait, man. But it's not. It's really not close when you look at the stats. It's not even close. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But yeah, like the Yankees, it's gonna be an uphill battle for the Yankees, man. Especially with the pitching, the injuries to the pitching staff have decimated this team. I think more than the offense. Yeah, we went cold for a little bit. The bats did go cold when we was like getting shut out every now and then or whatever. But I think this offense could really do damage still, and they've proven it. Like they're scoring 9 runs, 10 runs. The pitching though, man. This rotation right now, the rotation and the bullpen is just it's just not good enough in my opinion. I don't see them making it far, or even they probably, if they made it to like the division series, they get kicked out right away, or even like a wild card, man. A wild card game. I don't think we could go head to head with the Tigers right now, or teams like that, but. Hopefully that they make the moves and we can pull it off, man.
Yeah.
Bro. But I'm gonna wrap this thing up here soon. You guys have any final words? Nathan, you got anything you want to plug? Anything you want to put out there?
No, nothing. Stay tuned. We got something else, some events coming up. We'll plug it later. But let's go Yankees. Jason, thank you for sharing the Rock video flyer July 29th. I hope he's still with the team. So. Let's see what happens, but let's go Yankee. Big win today, 3 in a row. Cam looked great. I'm happy for him to get his first major league win. Offense looked great again, and let's keep it going, man, against Brian Wu tomorrow. So And shout out to Jason, man. Shout out to Donnie, and shout out to everyone in the chat. You guys do a great job, and keep it up, Jason. I love your channel, and I love the graphics you do. So keep it up.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and guys, if you have kids and stuff, who are in the age to where they can play sports, anything like that, man, check out. I'm gonna pull it up one more time, and if you're in the area, man, look it up. Like I don't know the prices right now. We don't have to get into that, but just at least scan that QR code, visit the site, just see how much it is and everything.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. I have a kid that plays baseball, right? And you get there's coaching, there's good coaches and bad coaches, but it's nothing like getting one-on-one instruction from a professional baseball player who's been there and who's in there as we speak. Like that stuff is it's priceless, man. To see a big leaguer do it, it changes a kid's perspective. You see when you see the player right there in front of you, it's like, oh, like this is possible, because when we see them on TV and stuff like that, they look larger than life, but they're humans too, like, and they were once kids. So I think
I want to give a shout. I want to give a shout out to our friend Frank Luna for helping out to set this up also. So shout out to Frank Luna.
Yeah, it's worth going. I'm in Texas, so obviously I can't do it, but I would love to do something like that, man. Especially with him, man. Yeah, definitely. What about you, Donnie?
I said Jason Dominguez. The Martian has landed. The Martian need to be leading off.
Yeah.
We'll see tomorrow, man. What if tomorrow they put out the lineup and he's batting 7th? What do you do, man?
Oh my God.
Oh man, I was like, man, they haven't learned anything. Yeah, he has to be. He's the leadoff, man. It is so obvious that, come on, like it's laughable if they don't put him at leadoff tomorrow.
Man, 3 for 3 today in a walk. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yep. He reached base safely 4 times. He went 3 for 4 actually, but oh man, every time they put him in the leadoff spot, he's had big games.
Yeah.
You had just keep him there. Just keep him there. Stop playing around. Keep him there. 1, 2, and 3. Dominguez, Judge, Bellinger. You don't have to change that at all.
Jason, I said at the beginning of the season, you know it too. I said start Dominguez, lead off. Imagine what we could be right now if Dominguez was leading off all season.
Yeah, I think maybe in the beginning he wasn't ready, but he's come a long way since the season started. Dominguez has come a long way. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for us, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate Nathan. Thank you so much. Make sure you go check him out everywhere and stuff. I posted the link to. He does. He's the PR manager.
Yeah, for Job in the Mouth.
For Job in the Mouth. The link is up there. Make sure you go check them out. Donnie, it's always a pleasure. Thank you, my brother, man. You're always supporting, and I really do appreciate it. And everybody in the chat, I appreciate it. One last time, make sure you like the video on your way out, please. And that's pretty much it, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's go, Yankees.
Let's go.
Let's go.